criteria was creating a lampshade inspired by nature, but I've seen it on the TV. So we had a couple of ideas, just basic concepts, you know, little mushrooms and plants and things like that and whatnot. We settled with the log design because it was basic and we could adapt it in different ways. We went out and asked a couple of the other students what they would have liked to have seen in a lamp or something of this kind. So we've implemented a little hologram at the top here. I don't know if you can get it in the camera, but you can see there's a green tree effect.
Oh, that does that.
It does. But yeah, that's the effect we're going for, and we've considered, we didn't actually get it done, but we considered doing a similar effect, but without the tree, doing an alarm clock, so that it's your actual alarm clock is a hologram projected, you know, sort of idea. So yeah, we I could pull a number out of it. Yeah, that was a tricky but very, very fun project as well.
Cool. What's your name?
My name is David.
So, can you tell us a bit about your project?
Well, it's a lamp, but it looks like a tree or a plant.
David. This is our lamp that we created. It's built out of copper. We used solder to weld the parts together.
Just stand a bit closer so we can get both of you in the shot. That's better.
But yeah, so welded it all together. The hardest thing was probably wiring it all up. First of all, we had to run some smaller wires through, which was quite hard, and then eventually build upon it to put proper wires that could run the bulbs through them. But yeah, the main issue was because we were building out of copper, we really wanted to do the wiring properly so we didn't electrocute everyone who touched it, so there's a big focus on the wiring. So.
What was the inspiration for the design?
The inspiration, well, we started off, we were going to do a brush-like design with kind of the lights poking out of it, but we couldn't source the parts to do it. So then we decided to use the bottom of that design, which was like a branch-like feature. So pretty much what we've gone for is like a stick kind of branch, is what we called it in the report. But yeah, that's the main thing. It's kind of went for like a natural kind of curvature kind of feel to it. So, but yeah, we're going to have more parts on the end of it, but we couldn't find any 12-volt lamps that would actually harness that kind of size, so we had to go for smaller ones. But yeah, that's the end result. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, looks great. So what's your name?
I'm Brad. I worked with Michael in the GMT, which has a... So one of their projects was perspective drawing, so as you can see, these are just some randomly cut up bits of timber, but if you look at it on the top, they're just some odd shapes. You look at it on an angle, they actually form something, so it's pretty cool. We then had to draw them up in 3D modelling software here, and we've compared them to the actual drawing. We've done alright there, drawing them and then in the two views. Using the same software, we built a chisel and blade honer and a water pump, so you build all the parts separately and then assemble them, as you can see in this exploded view. Just before, while we're here, we also had to do a 3D drawing perspective, so we pick a random building on campus, draw all the lines and shade them in to give a bit of depth, so, and also the decreasing size shows the depth that you see in everyday life. This was the flower we used as inspiration for this lamp here. So it's sort of modelled off a protea flower from South Africa, similar to a lotus flower. This is just made out of perspex with the LED strips inside, powered off this little remote, turn it on and off.
So how did you shape the perspex?
We actually chucked them in the oven, and we were able to get them up to temperature and mould them by hand. Get them relatively similar, but we didn't want them all the same, being that it's a flower. It's never exactly symmetrical. And we just used the timber base, painted brown to look like dirt, I guess. The other thing we did was made this catapult. We had to make it out of things from the bookshop, so we picked up the book for $5 second hand, pencils, and just has a little clipboard mechanism in the back. remote fire off a paperclip, like that.
Do another one. I'll change perspective. You do another one so we can see.
And yeah, when we tested it, it shoots about 7 metres. So goes alright. Yeah, and then we've just compiled all this into a portfolio here. So that's all our projects in one. Just the sketches up of that perspective drawing. That's them there. Little story on the catapult, sketches, the drawing, and then the lamp.
That's great. Thanks.
So I'm Claire, and this was our lamp that we made. We took inspiration from like a tulip and a pine cone was our kind of idea to build it around, and we actually covered just a bowl in teaspoons and then spray painted it and then put it onto the base, and it's suspending a bit wonky, but it's good. Took a little while to build, actually wasn't too long to build. Yeah, that's what we did. And then we've also got our catapult over here. We built it out of a binder and pencils and rulers for support. Our firing mechanism was just using a pin through the hole in the pencil, and then you could fire it from the 1 metre distance as required. Accuracy in tests were fine until the competition, and it kind of went a bit downhill from there. But yeah, that'll be sweet. This was our blocks that we built, so we built all of these shapes and then put them onto the board and had them spray painted. Yeah, that's them. And then our drawings. So this was the building that one of our team members drew. So he did the perspective from the front of the new engineering building. And yeah, did a good job on it. It looks pretty similar. And then this is our blocks. So this is the top view of our blocks, so it's just the squares and circles. But then if you look from a different angle, they're all different shapes, and that was the idea of it. So that's what we did all semester.